Hi, Felicity. Hi, David. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, thanks.
I saw the movie and I had that feeling like when you did the movie, nobody thought, of course, that we will be in one room and trapped and that we will feel all together, the whole world, this kind of isolation. How did you, Felicity, I start with you. How did you, while shooting, how did you sense it? And then today, do you see any connection?
I think we didn't know when we were shooting just how isolation would be such a big theme in all of our lives. So it was really strange to be playing all these emotions and acting, feelings of fear and what it means to be close to the end of the world, a massive change, and then literally weeks later to go through it for real. It was a very surreal experience. But the film is absolutely at its core. It is about what we value in our lives. What makes it have a point? What is it that gives living meaning? And those questions are, it's so pertinent at the moment, and the film addresses that head on. The search for meaning and the search ultimately is for human connection.
Absolutely. And David, how did you experience the whole thing?
Well, I think as Felicity says, the thing that I'm experiencing a lot with people is how much more value we are putting on connection, on family, on the things that matter, because so many things have been stripped away. Taking your health for granted, taking economic security for granted, taking the ability to go to a restaurant or a film or see whoever you want, or to travel for granted. These are all things that we as humanity have definitely been guilty of. And in our film, those are also things that have been stripped away. And you see, particularly through George's character, but also to a certain extent through my character and Felicity's character, that we have very specific relationships with connection, and we're all having to reassess what we value in terms of other people, whether we're running away from connection or we're gravitating towards connection. And so, I think the film, unfortunately and fortunately, has sort of more resonance than even when we were actually making the film.
Absolutely. It's interesting. I just thought today, wow, what a coincidence, right? And the experience shooting, I mean, George Clooney is the director. He's in the movie. What was your George Clooney experience, Felicity?
It was everything that you would expect and more. He's a wonderful leader. He does it very lightly and with ease. He inspires respect. He's very straightforward. He's not afraid to air his opinions, which is a lovely quality for someone to have. He's not sort of overly guarded. He's very open. He's very convivial. He loves actually just a good story and bringing people together, and he has an effortless way about him of building community. So it was one of the nicest experiences I've ever had shooting, and you felt very safe. Actors always sort of bang on about feeling safe, and I don't always know what that means. But with George, there is a feeling of protection, and he's a good, decent human being, and that comes out in the themes that he explores in his work. He cares about bigger philosophical questions. So it was a lovely, lovely experience.
And for you, David, how would you describe your experience?
Well, I've been a huge admirer of George's for a while, because I have aspired to also be someone who's not just an actor, but also a producer, also a director, someone who can be more in the driving seat of their own ability to tell stories, who I get to tell them with, what those stories are about. And he's done it at such a high level with smaller movies, now with bigger movies. And one of the things I appreciated the most about doing the film was just getting to, in these moments, talk to him about that. I had literally just directed a film and was still in post-production on my film when I was doing the film. And so to talk to someone who was way further ahead than me in terms of being an actor director was just incredible. And he was so generous with his wisdom, not only his wisdom, but his sort of humility, the times where he was more forthcoming about the times he had failed than when he had succeeded. And that, I think, sums up George pretty nicely.
It's a very nice quality. By the way, I love your background. That looks really wow. Very nice. What is that? Is this a paravot?
It's just a wooden Moroccan facade.
I do like it very much. Thank you so much. Have fantastic interviews and happy holidays to you both.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.